We have dinner reservations. I have to work on my novel, but now I have to go to work. There is a bear behind me. And then I started to practice this slow journaling. It's time to go to our Valentine's Day dinner. Oh, wait. So cute. Ow. Oh, there's more. Oh. Good morning and welcome to the vlog. Happy Valentine's Day! I know it's not Valentine's Day for you anymore, but yeah, by the time I'm recording this vlog, it's Valentine's Day. And the morning is started, I would say, eventful. Yesterday was pretty eventful too, right? If you didn't watch that vlog. But anyways, this morning I got flowers. Look how beautiful they are. I got chocolate. I got this balloon bear or bear balloon. Anyways, it's interesting because it's a tradition. Every Valentine's Day, my husband does that. The night before, he prepares the car for me because every morning I go to the gym and I go by myself. I usually go by myself and I get surprised by what he did in the car. And each year he tries to surprise me, but at this point I just know. Of course, when I woke up this morning, I was already prepared and I was already excited, like, oh my God, what it's gonna be this year. And actually, he went to the gym with me this morning. I'm gonna water the flowers while I talk to you. This morning, he came to the gym with me. It's not something that he does usually. I go by myself. But yesterday, there was this snowstorm and I got in trouble with the car. At some point, my car got stuck and he decided he would drive me there because if something happened, he would leave me at the gym and he would try to come back home. But everything was fine. The streets were fine this morning, way much better than yesterday. It was nice. And oh, by the way, if you are new here, nice to meet you. I'm Luciana Couto. I don't like to tell you what to do, what to eat. I like to share my life with you so I can inspire you to live a healthy lifestyle. And this is my Valentine's Day. Of course, we have plans for today. We have dinner reservations, but my day itself, it's gonna be pretty, how can I say, chill. I didn't plan to do a lot of things this morning or today. I have to work as usual. Oh, no, I just realized it comes with. Should I leave it here? Oh, they are so beautiful. Basically, my plans for today are working. I have to work on my novel. I am editing my novel. And other than that, I have a couple of chores that I have to do. Like, if you know me, you know that I prepare a lot of our food at home. Most of our food I prepare home. I have to check if I need to make yogurt, if I need to make protein bars, protein cookies, you know, the usual stuff that if you are not new here, you know already. And also, if you are not new here, you know that I advocate for balance. So you are going to see us going out tonight, having dinner, having wine. That's why it's good to have this space here, to share my life with you, so you can see that it's all about balance. If you are already a subscriber, you know that on a daily basis I share tips and tricks, a lot of secrets, a lot of small things that you can do to improve your lifestyle. It's good when I vlog days like this and I show you that, oops, we can actually have a fun life and be healthy at the same time. But now I have to go to work and this guy comes with me. So now I'm gonna start to work on my novel. I have some editing to do. Here, you can stay here like this. Good boy, good boy. Oh, okay, there is, good boy. There is a bear behind me. So I have some work to do. It's weird, right? It's kind of weird. Anyways, I'm gonna start to work on my novel, and I like to have this done right in the beginning of the day so I can be free to deal with other tasks. So let me take this opportunity to show you how my journal is going. If you're not new here, you know that I have a journal per season. So this one is for the winter time. I already showed you how was my fall journal, and I showed you the initial setup. I would say initial because I don't do the whole setup when I start a new journal, but a few things, because by the end of each season, I reflect on what worked, what it didn't. So that's what that fall journal video was about. We are in the middle of winter, but I want to show you a few things because I don't want to spend too much time by the end of the season to show you. I want to show you as I go. So I think it's easier, especially because I'm excited to show you something. While I was journaling, I came up with this idea, with this, not a concept, I don't want to sound presumptuous, but I came up with this concept of slow journaling. One day when I seated to write on my journal, I just wrote slow journaling. I was trying to come up with, how can I say, a way to make it more enjoyable or to put less stress on the process. And I just wrote the term, and then I started decorating rather than starting writing something. And while I was decorating, I realized that my mind would flow, and with my mind flowing, I would come up with more ideas. It was like, instead of pursuing the subject or instead of chasing the subject would come to me. And then I wrote this down very quickly. While I was decorating, these phrases came to me. By the way, as you already noticed, I suppose English is not my first language, so maybe you see a few misspellings here and there. I'm so sorry. But anyways, it is what it is. So, and then I started to practice this slow journaling. Every time I would have a subject, I would just write the subject, and then I would start to decorate the page. I would start to draw or I don't know, choose stickers. And then I would write down phrases or random things that would come to my mind. And I really enjoyed the process. It's about decorating the page while we are thinking. So when we slow down the process, when we try to not think about that hard and we just relax, things come easier to us. While we are decorating, we are relaxing our minds and we have time to think. Sometimes I feel the pressure to write something, and I'm a writer, so I always have this pressure. But if I already do that on a regular basis when I have to write something, why should I do that when I'm journaling? So instead of being thinking about phrases, about sentence, I'm just flowing through the process. I'm gonna give you other examples. Oh, this is a page I did for when I finished this book, The Resurrection of Fulgencio Ramirez. This was a book that I read in the beginning of the year, in the beginning of January. I didn't like that much. But anyways, every time I finish a book, I try to remember key topics, key points. I try to remember the concept, what I learned, those type of things. And on this slow journaling process, I just wrote the name of the book and then I started decorating, and then things came to my mind. I thought about the positive points and then I wrote them, and then the negative ones, and it was so relaxing after all. I was not trying to think about any meaningful thing about the book. I was just decorating a page, thinking about the book, and the ideas came. And I think it was so much more rewarding than trying to remember key points of the book. And another example, it's not about a book, but if you watched a few vlogs ago, I went to Pilates for the first time and I decided to document that experience. I decided to actually write on my newsletter about that experience. But when you first look at a blank page, even though the subject is still fresh on your mind, I mean, I was writing about something that just happened to me, but still it's hard to start. So the same thing, I wrote Pilates for the first time, then I started looking for a sticker on my sticker book, and then I started to write things that came to my mind. And after I had this page, I went to my Substack and I wrote the newsletter. The process was so much easier than a normal or regular or a traditional process. So I've been doing that a lot. Every time I want to write or I want to produce something about a theme, about a subject, I come to my journal, I write a keyword or something, then I start to place stickers or doodle, and somehow the ideas show up to me, and after that I can write. Let me see another example. Oh, I like this one. So I was in the middle of a small crisis about the vlogs, how to produce the vlogs, how to make the vlogs interesting. You know, from time to time, if you are a creator, if you create anything, you have those doubts. And sometimes I just go on this spiral of thinking, how can I make good vlogs or good videos? So I just wrote down, what is a good vlog? And then I couldn't think about anything, so I draw these circles. Then after that, I start decorating, I relaxed, and the ideas came to my mind. So I decided that a good vlog teaches something healthy, it's friendly or relatable, it has a good storytelling, it's hopeful. I still have a space for something if I think about something else. It looks silly, but it's not. I promise you, it's not. Because since I made this page, my process of making vlogs became so much better. It just flowed because I have these keywords in my mind now. And when I know that I have to get to that result, the process becomes easier. And that's what journal should be about relaxing. It shouldn't be one more task in our busy day. We should be able to just open our journal and write down anything that comes to our mind, or decorate it, or draw, or something useful will show up to you. Time for lunch. And I have the leftovers from last night because, I always cook double, so I don't have to worry about lunch. I just have to warm them up and they are ready. And yesterday I made fried rice. I already showed you here. To be honest, yesterday I made a mistake if you watched that vlog. Instead of using the brown rice, I don't know what happened. When I got the rice, I got the white rice. So I made with white rice. But anyways, there were other opportunities in the past when I showed you. I made with brown rice, I made with organic vegetables, and we love this rice. By the way, it's fried, but it's not deep fried. Just so you know, it's a healthier version. It's time to go to our Valentine's Day dinner, and this restaurant, fun fact, it was the first restaurant that we went here in Toronto. Actually, we went there before we moved to Toronto. We came as tourists in 2015. Oh, 10 years ago, 2015.
It was June.
It was June because it was Brazilian Valentine's Day. Because in Brazil, we celebrate Valentine's Day on a different date. It's on June 12th. My husband came to a congress here, and why not? I came with him. And then because of the date, we looked for a good restaurant here and we went there, and it was amazing. And then we moved to Toronto like 6-7 months after that, because of course during that trip we decided to move here, and then we came like 6 or 7 months after that, and we went there for an anniversary dinner. I think it was in 2018. Could it be? No, 2016 we came. 2017 was Volus. 2018 we were in New York. I think it was 2019 because it was before the pandemic, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, January 2019. This will be our third time there. I think it's the first Lavos we went three times, I believe. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's one of the restaurants that we went the most here. I have high expectations.
High expectations. The restaurant is good.
But it always delivers.
Yeah.
It always delivers. Valentine's Day is all about celebrating love, and that was exactly what we did at Bosk. Wrapped in an atmosphere of elegance, romance, and indulgence. From the moment we walked in, the warm candlelight and soft music set the perfect tone for an unforgettable evening. We kicked things off with a stunning rose-infused cocktail, a delicate and fragrant drink that felt like sipping pure romance. It was the perfect prelude to the incredible meal that awaited us. The Valentine's Day tasting menu was nothing short of spectacular. Each course was a beautiful composition of flavors, artfully plated and thoughtfully prepared. every bite was a delightful surprise. From the delicate starters to the rich and indulgent main courses. It was the kind of meal that makes you slow down and truly savor the moment. To complement our meal, we enjoyed a bottle of Bordeaux, deep and velvety with notes of dark berries and oak that paired beautifully with the dishes. As we clinked our glasses, we toasted to love, good food, and the kind of nights that become cherished memories. Just when we thought the evening couldn't be more perfect, the restaurant surprised us with a thoughtful Valentine's gift. A small but meaningful gesture that added an extra touch of magic to the night. It was the perfect ending to a night filled with love and incredible flavors.